against fellow veteran Clay Guida. Performance of the night bonus. Also good for the third fastest submission in the division's history. And if you're looking for advantages for him in this fight tonight, you know, he's a plus 170 underdog, but 18 UFC appearances compared to just 3 for Doo Ho Choi.
And you know, talking to Thiago Tavares, he loves being the underdog. I mean, he's had no boring performances, 145 pounds. I mean, rear naked choke win with Robbie Peralta. His fight with Brian Ortega was absolutely fantastic. Back and forth, just an incredible fight all around. And then obviously bounced right back with a very fast lightning guillotine against Clay Guida.
Thiago Tavares made his UFC debut all the way back in April of 2007. A victory over Naoyuki Kotani that night. Former law student Thiago Tavares, a 7-time UFC bonus winner, trying to make it 4 wins in his last 5 with a W tonight. He is all the rage. He has won 11 fights in a row. Biggest spot of his professional life here is Doo Ho Choi.
And I am loving the walkout music. Look at this sense here with a smile on the Korean Superboy. He's got, and you would never think it to look at him, but there is some serious power in that right hand. You know, asking about his skill set, he's like, look, I'm lacking everywhere. I'm continually getting better in every aspect of MMA. Thiago Tavares is a veteran, but he is what he is. He's not getting any better. He has to deal with the changes in my game and the constant growth. He feels very confident defending the takedowns, feels confident in his ground game, but make no mistake about it, he wants to knock out the veteran Thiago Tavares.
I mean, he's got humility for days for a guy who's won 11 consecutive fights. Combined UFC fight time, 1 minute 51 seconds. Huge UFC debut against Juan Puig back in 2014. Followed it up last November in Seoul, South Korea, no less, with a knockout of Sam Sicilius. So, heady stuff so far. Doo Ho Choi, 2-0 in the UFC. Trains with a lot of top boxers in Korea. He'll be looking to find a location for those hands tonight against Thiago Tavares. Our tale of the tape is sponsored by Bud Light. Raise one to right now. The Korean Superboy Doo Ho Choi is 25. Thiago Tavares, still a young man at 31, despite being long on UFC experience. Choi, the longer guy, though, 3 inches taller. He'll have a reach advantage of 1.5 inches. All right, now for the official introductions. Back inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 24 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Florianópolis, Brazil, Thiago Tavares. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a striker holding a professional record, 13 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Busan, South Korea, the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Team.
The beautiful Chrissy Blair with us here for the Ultimate Fighter finale. Glad you are too. Thiago Tavares, near 2-1 underdog tonight against the Korean Superboy Doo Ho Choi.
Ready, let's fight.
And immediately Doo Ho Choi takes the center of the octagon. He's in the white trunks. Thiago Tavares is in black.
That's exactly what Choi wanted to do. He's got outstanding timing in that right hand, excellent patience. Oh, flying knee. Tavares immediately with the takedown attempt. You know, Tavares wants to get this fight on the ground and just suffocate Doo Ho Choi. Really believes he has a massive jiu-jitsu advantage in this fight. Thinks he can get a quick submission.
Choi has above average takedown defense, but it will be tested tonight.
And he said he wasn't worried about that. He thought he could grapple with Tavares, but more importantly, effectively get back to his feet. You see him excellent poise, staying calm. And take a look at that baby face, John. If you told me pick out anybody in the crowd who's got 10 knockouts and is a 13-1 mixed martial arts, right, that may be the last guy I point to.
Well, he really has fans behind him after what he's done in his first 2 UFC appearances. 2 knockouts, less than 2 minutes combined for them. But a big test for him here tonight.
Absolutely. Very difficult stylistic matchup. Tavares has got to try and rotate his back away from the fence, flatten him out here. Good head pressure from Doo Ho Choi. He's trying to free his right leg so that he can post. Tavares knows that, so he's keeping his left arm wrapped around it. Good work here from Tavares. For a moment there, it looked like he may be able to flatten him out.
Thiago Tavares made his pro debut all the way back in 2003 in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Has been in the UFC and successful dating to 2007.
Choi back to his feet, rotates away from the fence. Well done. You know, in terms of the energy battle there, I think Choi won. He stayed poised, postured well, got back to his feet. And it was really Tavares who expended the larger amount of energy trying to get solidified top position. But another nice inside trip, Thiago Tavares.
And a nice job by Tavares to use his weight to get Choi back to the canvas. 2 of 2 on the takedowns thus far for Thiago Tavares.
I like the adjustment here from Tavares. posture up a little bit more. Now he's in a position where even if he loses his takedown time, maybe he can land some strikes. I mean, this is an opportunity there. Sometimes you just see guys land some really nice knees to the solar plexus when they know they've lost that takedown attempt, and the guys going to walk back up.
You know, we asked Doo Ho Choi about the pressure and the expectations, obviously getting a high-profile main card slot here tonight, but he feels like that's what motivates him. He needs that pressure and that purpose to perform. So good in the pocket, great feints. Count is... Tavares was out. The Korean Superboy does it again. Doo Ho Choi. Wow. Wow. Let that marinate. Doo Ho Choi, biggest spot of his career. The first-round knockouts keep on coming.
He is 3-0 in the UFC with 3 first-round knockouts. He walked out to the Superman theme song, and once he got free of the grip of Thiago Tavares, he threw the cape on and knocked him out.
We have got a star in the making. Let us get you the move of the fight, sponsored by Metro PCS. And for a piece of tough history, follow at Metro PCS and retweet to win authentic items straight from tonight's fights. Official rules at metropcs.com/UFC.
Now Tavares stops his footwork here and just stares at him. Boom! And eats that right hand. I mean, this kid, you underestimate him. You know, when guys are in there with him, they don't think he can deliver that kind of power. Beautiful technique. Weight placement perfect on both. Doesn't overextend on this right hand. Actually able to bounce back out of range. Just outstanding technique and power possessed by this young man, who's going to continue to get big-time matchups in this weight class.
Nice job with that follow-up shot as well. Was that the best move of the night? Tweet, let us know at #MetroMove, and tune in to the FS1 Tough Finale post-fight show immediately following the main event for the winning move. We'll talk to Doo Ho Choi and get the official decision coming up next. Back live in Las Vegas, where most people are still standing. Let's go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 42 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi.
How about that, Las Vegas, here with your winner, the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi. Congratulations, man, on the biggest win of your career.
네, 축하합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 네.
Thank you very much.
So this was a big spot for you. I mean, you're super humble, man. 12 consecutive wins. Overall assessment of your performance and the fight as long as it lasted.
원래 되게 겸손한 사람인데요. 근데 오늘 퍼포먼스는 어떻게 생각하세요? 오늘 시합은 끌어간 건 어떻게 생각해요?
예, 저 한국 사람이라서 한국 사람들 겸손한 거 많이 좋아해서 저도 겸손하다고 생각할 수 있는데, 그래도 경기할 때 격투기 선수로서는 겸손하고 싶지 않습니다. 그리고 오늘 경기는 감독님이 그냥 전략 짜주신 대로 그냥 했는데 너무 잘 됐던 것 같아요.
Well, people normally think of Koreans as being very humble, but once the fight starts, I'm all confidence. And thanks to our coach, who came up with a great strategy, the fight turned out really well.
You stayed very poised after he landed the 3 early takedowns. I want to take a look at the finish. I imagine everybody else in the arena does as well. Take us through that straight right hand.
한번 영상 보고 해설 좀 해주세요.
일단 티아고 선수가 발이 멈춘 순간 제가 원투 스트레이트를 적중시켜서 너가 됐고, 상대가 쓰러져서 전이가 없어 보였지만 심판이 말리지 않아서 한 번 더 때렸습니다.
Well, obviously, I knocked him down and was hoping to get the knockdown in this fight today, and the referee thought it stopped it a little bit earlier than I thought he should have, but it ended nicely.
12 consecutive wins, none sweeter than that one. Final words, Doo Ho Choi.
지금 12연승인데 축하합니다.
한마디 해도 돼요? 제가 경기 일찍 끝냈으니까 감사한 사람들한테 인사 좀 하겠습니다. 일단 먼저 팀메드, 우리 팀메드, 그리고 감독님 너무 감사드리고, 응원하러 와주신 세나타이님 감사드리고, 그 다음에 구미에 계신 사부님, 성민이 형 감사드리고, 마지막으로 사랑모아 백승 위원장님 항상 정말 감사드립니다. 네, 감사합니다, 원장님.
Just wanted to thank all of his teammates at Team Mad and his sponsors and all of his supporters back home. And he's got one more thing he'd like to say.
네, 그리고 제가 컵스완슨 선수 계속 콜했었는데 그게 다른 여기 미국까지는 못 왔던 것 같아요. 네, 이번에 카와지리 선수랑 컵스완슨 선수 둘이 싸우는데 이기는 선수 꼭 제가 싸우고 싶습니다.
Well, you might have heard the name Cub Swanson. He'd like to fight Cub Swanson. Of course, Cub Swanson is going to be fighting Kawajiri, so he'd like to get the winner of that fight.
There you go, folks. New featherweight contender is born tonight. The Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
Let's take another look at that devastating finish. Sign me up for winner Kawajiri Cub Swanson, by the way. Catches Tavares looking, working right behind the jab. A perfect straight right hand. In the third straight fight in the UFC, the third victim of a Doo-Ho Choi knockout. Man, this kid has got a lot of people excited.
And gotta like the fact that he's ready to call his shot. Don't even need to ask him, trying to progress his career forward. Doo-Ho Choi coming up large tonight. Who's who of MMA royalty in the building tonight? Former UFC welterweight champion Matt Serra and his UFC Unfiltered podcast co-host Jim Norton. Dean Thomas sneaking in some camera time there as well. And the consummate fan favorite Donald Cowboy Cerrone making way at welterweight, taking on Rick Story at UFC 202 coming up next month right here in Las Vegas. Well, the winners of Tough 23 will each receive a 2016 motorcycle from Harley-Davidson. See your dealer today and learn to ride like the Tough 23 finale winners with Harley-Davidson Riding Academy. Live your legend. All right, now streaming on UFC Fight Pass, the replay of UFC Fight Night from yesterday as Eddie Alvarez claimed UFC gold. Then tomorrow, UFC 200 starts on Fight Pass. Diego Sanchez and Joe Lozon. Then on Sunday, the 2016 Hall of Fame induction ceremony. That one 3 p.m. Eastern. To be followed by the new podcast, a live edition of UFC Unfiltered. The UFC's digital streaming service, newly redesigned, is UFCFightPass.com. All right, coming up next, Sunderland, England's Ross Pearson in search of a 12th UFC win. And you've got to figure few of them would be sweeter than this one as he welcomes in the confident UFC newcomer, Ill Will Brooks, looking to make a statement in his UFC debut when we return to Las Vegas.
I believe that I'm a well-rounded fighter in every aspect of mixed martial arts, and I take pride in that.
Will is more than talented, and he can't wait to showcase his skills.
He has so many different things.
Nice, Will.
I don't test the waters. I don't dip my toe in. I dive in. Let's go.
There's no reason why he shouldn't be the best in the world.
When I get out there and I'm fighting against Ross Pearson, everybody's just going to see Will Brooks at his best.
Ross is in for a rough night.
You know that I'm the best, and you're not gonna be on this.
You don't have to say.
Never, never,
if you
ever.
are the best,
never,
you don't have
ever.
to say. Just show it. Just show it. You know.
Show already.
Nobody.
Look here.
Yeah.
Defend this
It's a
title
nice
40 times.
bet. It's a nice. Yeah. But when you fought me, you didn't win, and you know
I
that.
won. Read this.
You know that.
You know English? Read
yes,
this.
I know this.
Read this.
And
you
then
got knocked down in the first round. This is what's going to happen to you.
Funny.
Yeah. Should I show you the fight again?
I watch all the time.
Yeah. Watch it.
All the time.
Watch it.
All the time. And then you can take the judges. Thank you, the judges. That's what you said.
No,
Thank you, the judges. Claudia is the number one for me, and now you're like this.
Yes, but I became a champion.
Like
you
this.
can be the number one.
You
but
become the champion, and you did like this.
Shut your mouth.
You know, you like this.
You can watch that all day, and we can confirm they will close the octagon door behind those rivals later tonight here in Las Vegas. Good news, I would think, for fight fans around the world. Speaking of good news, David Ortiz, Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, and all the baseball superstars come together for the prime-time event that will light up the summer. The MLB All-Star Game from San Diego this Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox. All right, a little backdrop for you as we get ready for our next fight. Ross Pearson and Will Brooks have been going at it, Brian, on Twitter leading into this one. Not sure who got the upper hand, but entertainment value strong.
I'll tell you what, Ross Pearson wants to welcome who a lot of people consider Will Brooks the best lightweight outside of the UFC. We've seen a lot of champions of other organizations come into this octagon and get handed a fistful of humble pie. We'll see if Ross Pearson can do the same to Will Brooks.
Bigger, better, and better have tried and failed. You will too. And how about the response from Will Brooks? Calm down, man. You're over the hill basic and your skills have topped out. Just show up, take this L, and move along, bud.
I'm telling you, Will Brooks, speaking to him this week, he is extremely confident. He feels he has the exact style to neutralize and devastate Ross Pearson.
Ross Pearson invoking some emojis there. Keep telling yourself that, buddy. We'll see what 7 years in the UFC does to a kid's first day at work. And from Will Brooks, the final word. 7 years in, you've done nothing but win the Ultimate Fighter. I took this fight for something until real fights open up.
I'll tell you what, that Will Brooks, he's a real soft-spoken dude. Well, he's going to have to back that all up as he walks his way to this octagon.
Well, long seen as the top lightweight outside of the UFC, Will Brooks going to make that walk tonight. There to greet him, of course, in his 20th UFC appearance will be one tough Brit, Ross Pearson.
It feels amazing to be having my first fight for the UFC. I decided a long time ago that I was going to be here. It's just part of my mission. It's part of my journey. So it's just another day at the office. It's what I do. I win.
I'll welcome Will Brooks to the octagon like I welcome everyone else to the octagon when they fight me. Everyone knows how to bring it.
When I step into the octagon, whatever he does, whatever he brings, it does not matter. He's a part of my show right now. He's old brand MMA, and I see his weaknesses, and there's many of them, and I'll make Ross Pearson recognize you're in my fight. Once I decide I'm done with you, either I'll finish you or I'll just walk out with a dominating, unanimous apocalypse.
I believe in my power, I believe in my speed, I believe in my technical ability on my feet. I believe I can knock any 155-pounder out in the world.
And a big left hand!
Will Brooks, there's no going away, there's no escape, there's no quit. Doesn't matter who you are, what style you are. If he's not ready for the elite level, he's getting taken out quick.
Look, man, stop playing, bro. I'm a different breed, and once I flip that switch, it does not matter. There's no Ross Pearson, the legend. It's just Ross Pearson, that's it. I'm gonna put him down on his back, and I'm gonna walk out of there with a finish. So I'm jacked up, I'm ready to go. It's time to take care of business.
Coming up next, high expectations for this one as Will Brooks makes his UFC debut against Ross Pearson. Well, certainly the sport's more avid fight fans have been waiting a long time to see Will Brooks make that walk. He will do so tonight at 17-1, riding an 8-fight winning streak.
You can throw all the talk aside. This is an exceptional athlete. And as good as he is, as much great work he's done outside the octagon, I still don't think we've seen the best of Will Brooks. I still think there's potential for him to grow. We may see some strides made into striking. He's got outstanding takedowns, great top control, good submission defense. He can strike. He can kick very hard as well. He's got a tough matchup in Ross Pearson, but how the matchup came up, it's a shorter than usual camp for Will Brooks, but he just felt that this matchup against Ross Pearson, the styles were too much for him to pass on.
Will Brooks won a major title outside the UFC. His last 4 fights, all of them title fights, all of them reached at least a 4th round. So a lot of miles on the tank, a lot of MMA minutes, and I don't know that you can have a greater statement about a guy than the fact that he's a near 4-1 favorite against a guy who's got 20 UFC fights.
I mean, look, this kid, he's got tremendous power, but drive, when he wants to take you down, it's very difficult to stop. He's an absolute specimen, and once he's on top, you can try and try, but man, he just always seems to find a way to win every scramble, stay on top. He's been in some really close and gritty fights before, so he brings good big fight experience against good guys in the octagon with him.
Well, the UFC was the goal for Will Brooks when he set out on this career path, not just to get here, though, to be champion. We'll see how the UFC debut goes for the 29-year-old Will Brooks, representing American Top Team by way of Chicago, Illinois. He won Season 9 of The Ultimate Fighter back in 2009, started his UFC career 3-0. Ross Pearson still ticking, 31 years old, making the walk tonight for a 20th time.
And Pearson also loves this matchup. He likes that he gets this very confident champion outside of the UFC. What Ross Pearson called his second-rate division. You want to come and prove a point against me, you will prove 0 point. Pearson's used to having to fight guys who want to hold on to, who want to grapple, who want to neutralize his great striking. Because I've been working and evolving to beat that style for the last few years at Alliance MMA. So he walks in here confident but rejuvenated about this matchup.
And he said of his opponent, Will Brooks, I haven't seen him fight. I'm ready to fight anyone in the world. And that is the big takeaway with Ross Pearson. He believes on his best night, he has the power to knock out any lightweight in the world. I think a lot of UFC guys strategically trying to position themselves for title shots and everything else. You don't want a short training camp, and you don't want Will Brooks. Pearson wants this fight.
Absolutely, and he does a really nice job. When he gets moving forward, gets in a rhythm, he can slip punches very well, and he'll return fire with 3 or 4 of his own. He gets you fighting on your heels. You are in a world of hurt.
Ross Pearson's 5 knockouts, good for the 3rd most in the UFC lightweight division's history. Tonight, searching for his first back-to-back wins since 2013. Fascinating lightweight fight forthcoming. Here's the Bud Light tail of the tape. Ross Pearson is 31. Will Brooks will be 30 in October. Brooks 2 inches taller. Pearson 155.5, 156 for Will Brooks. Will Brooks will have the 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the introductions. Back inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Chicago, Illinois, Will Brooks. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 21 wins, 10 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 1/2 pounds.